Hey, True Believers Inc. What? Okay, so it just started and then I went off screen. Am I okay? Am I dead? Hey, True Believers England. Yeah, England team here. Got an unboxing. Got an interesting collection of comics today. I'm really kind of excited to show off because they're all manga. Well, they're not all manga. I've got two that aren't. So will have some regular comics as well this auction, but for the new books, it's going to be manga. I was going to have a whole bunch of bronze and silver age like I have been having for quite a while now, but things have changed. From now on, the auctions are going to be on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern instead of Saturday night. The circumstances being as they were, this is the best. It is absolutely the best day for me to do them. We are down to one vehicle, and because one got repoed last night, and I've just with the schedules with how I'm going to have to take Elizabeth to work, make sure that everybody gets where they need to be. I can't do the auctions on Saturday night because there's no way to get Gail home. So now it's going to be on Friday. I apologize for any of the inconvenience. I hope you guys show up. We're still going to have some awesome things to do and talk about. I have never had this much manga in the auction ever. I had a few here or there, but not this much. And this is old, by the way. And the reason why I know is this comes from my daughter's collection, and it went into storage when Gail and I separated 10 years ago. And it has been sitting there until we got it out of storage this summer. Along with that, and I don't know how even to deal with these, but I've got these magic cards. I have no clue what to do with these because I have no idea about magic. Apparently, I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently there's a Naruto card game. Did you know that?
Yes, it did.
I did not know that, but I've got
Naruto was huge in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, and I've got this entire box filled with Naruto cards.
It was huge in the 2000s and early 2010s, not 90s.
Well,
in the 90s.
Now I know I've got to clean up the box here. I mean, it's dusty as hell. Wow, just right. I've got it on my black shirt here, but apparently there's this video game. It's called Lunar Silver Star Complete with the box, the whole 9 yards. And apparently this is worth $1 or $2. And then
or a few hundred.
Yeah. And then the box is crap. I wish it wasn't crap. If I could put it together again, I will. But Lunar 2 complete. And by the way, this is worth a couple hundred as well. So yeah. So we're going to be putting those wherever they need to be. If anybody wants to make an offer on those, that Lunar PS1 game, if complete, is worth 200 easy, says Glenzer. Yeah. Anybody want it? Because it's going on eBay as soon as freaking possible. So there are a lot of CCG card games. I have a number of them, several million to be exact. Wow. Retro gamers will be thrilled to buy it in a crappy box. Well, that's what it's coming in. So I got this. I told the kids, go through it because we're moving. We don't want to carry a whole bunch of stuff. So you're going to see a whole bunch of I might just start over and do it. Okay, guys, let's get rid of this. We're going to be doing a couple of garage sales. I'm going to put some of the comic books out into the garage sale at 25 cents each. I could do a 25-cent auction. Usually I do those on a Wednesday or something like that because this is the moneymaker. This is the one I help the family with. So what is this saying? I just got this weird thing. It popped up. An unknown error. The program has stopped working. A crash report will be sent. Oh, it's Movavi. Okay. There you go. All right.
Isn't technology great?
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing anything with Movavi. Movavi is just sitting there right now. I'm talking to you guys. So we're going to be doing garage sale stuff. And I thought, if I'm going to sell comics and like that, I might as well offer it to you guys. What Borderline the pre-sequel and there's speaking of video games, I know somewhere around here I've never even heard of this. It's Nintendo 3D Shin Megami Tensei. I mean, it's got one of those stupid freaking stickers on it, but yeah, there you go. And the little cartridges in there. And the receipt.
Oh, cartridges.
Yep. So
talk about nostalgia.
Those will be on eBay or and we've got a PlayStation Resident Evil 2 as well. So those will be on eBay. But if anybody's like, oh, shit, yeah, give me a heads up. I may bid on 25-cent one or some of the cheap ones tomorrow. Something came up. Well, the 25-center will be, like I said, a Wednesday auction or so. That being said, let me find something to put these books into. I realized I have those, but I don't really have anything to receive them after I pull them out of the one box. Well, I guess this will have to do. Alrighty. I don't know how many I got here either, because usually lots are of 10. The first couple or the first few aren't exactly those little manga books. They're a bit bigger. Starting off here. Okay, hold on. What do we got here? Lunar PSR is worth 10. I didn't know he had a card game, but I'm not surprised either about Naruto, I guess. Alrighty. Don't give those Lunar away. They're about yeah, I will not, sir. Alrighty, so let's get this thing going. You guys saw some cards and such like that, but alrighty. And once again, with me for commentary and such, we've got the Authenticator.
Hello and good evening and happy solstice, everyone.
And the evil Black Cat, or Eric's Black Cat, if you're okay.
Yo ho ho, people.
Alrighty, let me get right there, and I'm gonna remove I'll keep the brands and all that kind of stuff. By the way, I highly recommend this. This is a little trade paperback. It is not in the greatest of shape. I will price accordingly, only because it's got this going on in the back. But it is Bone Volume 1. If you have not read Bone, do yourself a favor when we get this going. That is an excellent freaking book. Let's see. The other thing that's not I pulled this out for Amy because she's the one that bought the last one. Might put it in the dollars just in case she's interested, or I'll just ask her. We've got Powerpuff Girls. I don't know how it's my daughters had this. I can only imagine they got it for the nieces or something.
They were millennials, so
my daughters.
I would honestly be if they're nerdy millennials. I'd be surprised if you couldn't find some Powerpuff Girls in there somewhere.
All righty. Next up, let's see. What is the other one? Oh, okay. We have a what is this? Treehouse of Horror. Once again, it's not in the greatest shape, but I will price accordingly. There you go. Boom. And then we've got something called Shonen Jump. These are those books you guys are always talking about. $17 for this thing. Okay, and it is Shonen Jump Naruto Profiles, and this is episodes 81 to 135.
Shonen Jump is basically the biggest publisher, and that would be the equivalent of Secret Files and Origins.
Okay, and this is episodes 1 through 37. All right.
That would be a trade paperback.
Okay. Let me see what we got here. Pull this box over. And this is the anime stuff. It's in no particular order. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. If you guys know anything, by all means, even in the comment section, if you know something about this, please let me know. Even my daughters were like, when did we buy that? So
England team does not speak weeb.
I do not. I don't have a weave. I have zero hair.
Weeb with a B.
A weeb. What is a weeb?
It's basically it's geek in Japanese. It's short for
Okey-dokey.
weeaboo.
All
Just
righty,
like
this is called
otaku is basically the equivalent of nerd.
Neotopia.
I thought that was the other way around.
Pardon?
Not just saying something about what Dalton just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is called Neotopia, The Kingdom Beyond. It is book 3 by somebody named Rob Espinoza. I have no freaking clue about it, but there you go. Okay.
The name is familiar. I couldn't tell you anything specific about it, though.
This is actual fog on it. It looks like I'm trying to blur something out here, but no, that's on the book. So that's part of the art. I do know this guy because even if you didn't read it, you couldn't get away from Naruto. Here's book 41. All righty. And here is book 42. And book 25. Now, we went through 3 boxes. We have about 45,000 more boxes of this to go through. So, yeah, there's going to be more. Now we have Naruto book number 25. And once again, if you guys know anything about this, please let me know.
You'll probably be able to get some good money for the Naruto stuff because Naruto is still huge as far as like the IPs of anime and manga are concerned. So
okay, you know what? And I'm talking to people who actually do bidding here. What is a fair starting price? Let me know. I'm very curious as to what you think a fair starting price on these things would be. I think that would be, and something serious, not penny. Come on. Undead Quinn is saying that Powerpuff coloring book is $30. Doubtful in its condition, but I guess that means I would not feel bad about putting it $1 or $2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
and most of the Naruto stuff you probably could get $1 or $2 out of easy.
Okay.
By your like price scale.
Yeah. Say again there, Evil Black
Cat?
Cat?
It depends on how many pages there are.
In the how many pages? What do you mean?
Like how thick is it? Like trade paperback size, single issue size?
The coloring book? Yeah, it's elastic.
No.
He's talking about the Naruto stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, most of the Naruto, except for the 2 Shonen Jumps I showed you, are normal books. Like we've got book 43 right here.
Yeah, those would be like trade paperbacks then.
Yeah. Okay.
So I dropped them at the $5.
Okay. And then we have book number 28. There we go. And for the cheesecake fans, we have something called Peachy Peachy Pitch. Now, one thing I was worried about, and it's right to be worried, is my daughters are daughters. So I don't know how many stabby books versus, so cute books. I have no clue what these are. So here we have Peachy Peachy Pitch. What? But it is book 1. So there you go. If you wanted to.
That one I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there would be some like that. My dog, I know they went to not Walden Books, the other one that's in the malls, B. Dalton or something like that, and they would pick up stuff. But they would also pick up stuff at used bookstores. If they went to a thrift store, they would just grab any anime.
Mm-hmm. Because again, they were millennial kids.
Exactly, or a manga. This is from Tokyo Pop. The Stellar 6 of Gingato. There you go. That's actually in really good condition. There you go. The Lesters are going to have a field day with it. What is a Lester? I have no idea what a Lester
I'm not familiar with that term. It might be a typo.
Yeah. Well, I did have a bit of a problem. As I said, I ordered a whole bunch of books. A whole bunch of Silver Age, and they were supposed to come in usually on Thursday, but it's Christmas week and everything's kind of pushed back. So these books are going to arrive on Saturday, which would have been awesome. It would have been a bit busy because I would have to peel the stickers, look them up real quick, and price them all in time for the auction at 8 o'clock. However, Now they're coming a day later, so they're going to be in the following, and I'll do an unboxing Saturday night. Saturday nights have finally have actually could become freed up for live streams, talk about whatever the hell we want to, and
The
maybe
Lesters are Amy and I forgot.
Amy. Okay, the Lester sisters. Gotcha. I thought there was. I thought it was some kind of.
Melissa is her sister's name, by the way.
Yeah,
Austin.
I thought when you said the Lesters, for some reason I was thinking it was a manga term that I didn't know about.
Yeah, I was trying to square that circle too, and I was like, have I just been that out of it that I missed a term here?
Okay. By the way, I have every Miyazaki movie. I might not read the anime books here, but I love the I guess anime movies.
Have you seen the new one, by the way? Speaking
Not
of Miyazaki?
yet. I can't wait to see it. I really am just jazzed for it. Next up, we have something called The Demon Prince of Momoshi House, and this is also volume 1.
That sounds familiar. I don't know where it sounds familiar, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah. Glenzer saying B. Dalton Walden books crowned back when people actually read books. They were actually having a bit of a debate whether to keep this one or put it in the auctions. It's called Maximum Ride. It's by James Patterson. And who's Nara Lee? But this is volume 1. Next up, we have something called Nephilim by Rai Kasukabe.
That one sounds very, very familiar. I just don't remember from where, and it annoys me that I don't remember from where at this particular moment. Yeah, it's going to hit me tomorrow in the shower or something, and I'm going to be annoyed.
If any of you manga fans, obviously I am not. It's not that I hate it. It's just it never popped for me. If you know anything, please let me know in the comments. You could tell I'm not an anime fan because I've been bouncing between manga and anime describing this. And I know in my head that manga is the books, right? And anime is animation.
The adaptation, yes.
Okay.
Also, it's manga. Before the angry mob of otaku stones you to death again.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's manga.
Let them come.
Manga.
Okay, so you pronounce it manga because unlike me, you weren't born in Japan. I'm Japanese. I really think so. At least I'm turning that way. All right, now we have Evangelion. Did I mispronounce that? Neon
Evangelion is the word you're looking for.
That's Evangelion.
No. I send your torches and pitchforks care of Eglantine, Kissimmee, Florida.
Okay, how do you pronounce this?
Evangelion.
Valentine is right with his pronunciation.
I'm sorry, but the best that's Evangelion. I mean that we all seen people with this name. It's Evan. Chris isn't Chris Evans.
Okay, but this is Japanese and their pronunciation is weird. But especially if they're trying to ape something from English. So
so it's Evangelion. Or Evangelion. Or Neon Genesis Eglantinian.
Eglantinian?
Let it be known for the record that I tried to stop the torrent of jokes which will now never cease.
Evangelion. How do you say it again? Evangelion?
Evangelion.
That's how it's spelled.
Or Evangelion, yeah.
Okay. All righty. We got a little bit more Naruto, at least one. We have book number 44. There you go. And we have something called Little Queen. Oh, it's about a girl. Unlike American comics, this one is about a girl.
Womp.
And this is book 1. There you go. Hello, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. I love that show. That is so good. You know, it's on Prime now. I'll do a watching of that. Diablo, Kai Kasunoki, and Karu Osha. Does these names mean anything to anybody? So
little bit. It's not as uh it's not as universally everlasting as Naruto or Evangelion.
no,
Naruto
but
or Evangelion could easily be in
what
the
I'm
like
saying
several
is
dollars book.
do you guys who actually read manga, do you guys actually know who Kai Sanuko or is it the same as Mark Wade and the Tom Kings and even good writers? Well, Mark Wade is a good writer.
Probably to someone more well versed in manga than I am. Yes, they probably do
I'm just butchering it.
mean things.
I don't mean
I'm
to.
in the I'm in the it sounds familiar, but I don't remember from where headspace right now. Like it's on the tip of my tongue kind of thing.
Okay, now this is by Julieta Suzuki, and this is called Kami-sama Kiss. Undead Quinn's looking these things up, man. Neon Evangelion, Volume 2 is worth 31. This is Kamisami Kiss. I have no clue. I mean, I know the ones that I see in the stores. And I don't even know them. I know about them. Like I've heard about My Hero Academia. I've heard about Naruto. I know what a Pokemon is. I even know a few of the Pokemon because my daughter is big into Pokemon. Not the book, the games.
Because millennial again.
I guess. I've heard of Vampire Hunter D. I think that's a thing. Isn't that a thing?
Yes, it is a thing. Yes.
And Van Helsing because it's Van Helsing. I've heard.
Well, Helsing Ultimate is what you're thinking of there, probably.
Tomato.
Yeah. And back in the day, I watched Speed Racer and Gatchaman, which was called Battle of the Planets when we were watching it. Ultraman was a big thing.
I found a YouTube channel that has the episodes for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade.
Oh, wow, cool. I have no idea what that is. All right.
Oh dear, you are a bit behind if you're not at least familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh no, I know that because that was popular when the kids were young, and so we watched it. We played the games and all that kind of stuff.
It was popular the last and only time I visited the States.
All right, next up, what do we have here? Dangan Ronpa, the animation, a School of Hope with Students of Despair. Let's see, created by Spike Chunsoft and Takashi Tsukimi. There we go. All right. There you go. Anybody hear about this?
No, but it looks familiar.
Yeah,
But because they all look alike. I mean, God bless you guys for enjoying this stuff, but look, there's a kid, there's a girl dressed like a maid, there's a guy in a black suit. All the chicks are in short skirts. They all are looking like they're carrying the weight of the world on everybody's shoulders. Okay, I get
it. Anglantine, you just pulled what is the difference between Marvel and DC, but for manga just now.
Oh, really?
That's what you just did.
Yeah.
That's like saying every Western comic has a superhero on the front of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
That's basically what
I've heard of this. It's called the Freddy Files. There we go. Has anyone ever read manga after watching the anime? I'd imagine that would be rare occurrences. Yes, actually, I have. I tried to read My Hero Academia after I saw the first couple episodes because that kid was bothering me. Little short, dark-haired character in My Hero Academia. The first episode, he yells like 70 or 80 different. Oh my gosh! With the freaking things over his head. Like, I can't. I don't know if I could do that. I kind of step back from My Hero Academia, and it's one of the
now it's my turn to be slightly heretical. This is why I usually watch the dubs rather than the subs. That and the dialogue moves too freaking quickly, and I can't keep up if I'm watching the sub.
Okay, this is called Cantarella. It looks like somebody marked up a price tag on the back, but this is called Cantarella. Story and art by Yu Higuri. Book 4 already, and like I said, it looks like somebody marked up a price, the barcode. I guess. Nope, there's the barcode. I have no idea what they were marking up there. All right. Next up, we've got something called the Manga Sampler 2017. Get pop cultured. And okay, I recognize Dragon Ball Z on this. And
that's not Dragon Ball Z, that's Bleach.
That dude in the orange, isn't that Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
That was
he's taking the Mickey out of you.
Oh, so how many can you recognize off of this?
The bottom left one is that video game. What's its name? There is the hated show about Naruto as a dad. There's Dragon Ball Z. I can't recognize the other ones.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I know. I like Peter Scolari from Bosom Buddies. Yep. I remember that show too. We used to watch that. It was funny as heck. Next up, we have something called... Dang. There's a bit of dust on some of these. Okay, this is called Beyond the Beyond. This is volume 3. Anybody?
No, that rings.
Yoshitama Watanabe. Hey, I got that one right. I know Watanabe because of the actor. Lake, big lake. Oh, is what is his name? Long Duck Dong. Wasn't he a Watanabe? Oh, and Undead Quinn said one of those was Zelda manga. This one is Animal Academy, and this is book 1. You know, the thing is, if you guys aren't recognizing this, it can go 2 ways. One, this is obscure as hell and it ain't worth nothing but a buck. Or it's one that people are now looking for and it's worth a gajillion. So
yeah. It is a complete crapshoot because none of the obscure ones are ringing bells. That, however, might just mean that I haven't read enough manga. So
it means 1, you didn't read enough. 2, these are more the obscure ones. So like your Dells, your Harveys, except moderner. Yeah. So whatever the 90s indies that no one has heard of, those books.
This is called number 6, volume 3. There's a little bit of a like a wave, right? You can see it. There you go. Just want to make sure. Yeah. I'll be very, very honest with the condition. We have something called Heaven's Will by Satoru Takamiya. Yeah. Complete in 1 volume. Okay, so this is the whole freaking thing. But it's called Hawaii? Or no. Yeah, Heaven's Will. There we go. All righty. And I looked through because I was like, okay, you guys aren't giving me Yahweh or anything like that. Because they did do that. Dad, look up not Yahweh. Yahweh is name for God. But what's it called? The gay porn version of anime? Yowie. Okay, not Yahweh. Yowie. But my daughters said, I said, okay, I'll start reading some of this manga. Give me a title. And my daughters went Yowie or whatever it was. And I looked it up like,
oh, they were trolling you. Oh, they were trolling you so hard.
Yeah. Here's another copy of that Manga Sampler 2017. Boruto, Naruto, Dragon Ball Super, Golden Kamui, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Vampire Knight, and The Water Dragon's Bride.
If it's got Dragon Ball Super and Boruto in it, it'll probably be at least $1 or $2.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to go through these, but I've only got until tomorrow, and I still.
I expect those samplers will go anywhere from $1 to $2 because even if a person doesn't like everything in it, it's still a good. If you're a person who likes manga, you'd probably be willing to get it for a couple bucks.
Yeah. This might actually be a case of I'm showing you books that should be in next week's and kind of build, because I don't think anybody is coming to my channel for manga. Hey there, hi there, ho there. I don't know. That might be a case.
No, but you can always build the manga audience, and as we know, the manga audience is at least sufficiently virulent that Marvel and DC want a piece of it, so much so that they would alienate their entire rest of their
All I'm
audience.
saying is
But oh
try to
well.
get word out that I've got things like Silver and Diamond, Master and Servant. This is volume 3, right? Is that what it says there? 5.
That one you could probably do pretty decently with. I wouldn't put it too high, but I definitely have heard of that series. So
Oh, it's book 2. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, another magic card. Let's see. We shall play creature, human artificer. 1 of 3.
okay, I'm going to level with you. I never got into this card game series. I was always
me neither. You know what? I was
always a Yu-Gi-Oh kid. So
I might
that's
do
my bias. I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh.
I might do a whole other unboxing and just unbox magic cards. Here you go. This is what I've got. And you guys on that particular video just make a fucking bid. So
that being said, there are people who are like Magic the Gathering is one of those things that you're either absolutely not at all interested in or you're hardcore in. So you'll definitely get somebody to bid on them, as long as somebody who likes Magic the Gathering eventually sees the thing.
Yeah, what did you give me? This says mature content on it. Oh.
Oh no.
That young lady is enjoying herself. Okay. Yep. This is called Gotcha Gotcha, the next next revolution. Did it say? Yep, there you go, book 2. Okay, yeah, and I saw it said mature content, so I had to look inside of it. There's not graphic, but it definitely. Oh, hello. Oh no, they're covered. Okay. Oh no. Oh yeah, he's cupping with one hand. Only one hand, dude. Come on. All right. And there we go. All righty. Now I need to worry about.
Glinzer, Yu-Gi-Oh was just a lot better. Full stop. The plot and characters were also better than Pokemon, but I just committed a bit of heresy.
I have a lot of check MTG books. What are MTG, by the way? My favorite Dragon Ball Z fight is Gohan versus Cell, when Gohan finally flashes out and destroys Cell.
Yeah, you are a millennial, sir. That is every millennial viewer's favorite Dragon Ball Z fight, because we grew up during the Cell saga and the Android saga.
Yeah, this does actually have actual nudity in it and such. Looked like Santa there for a second, shocked. That little kid cursed out.
I enjoyed the pre-Goku showing up era of the Frieza saga.
Okay, here is a book called Shutterbox by Ricky Simmons and Tavisha, whatever that is. But here you go. All right, and that's book 3. There we go. Arg. What else do we have? Is that the? I know there's a few of those. So let me get these at the beginning. Oh, I know there's a couple of these. And there we go. Okay. No. Well, this one says Family Values by Viz Graphics. Why is it backwards? Poor little Dijiko. Her life is getting more and more complicated by the minute. Not only must she work for peanuts at a hobby shop in Japan, but she also must outwit her rival Pyoko and the dark Gemma Gemma gang. But Dijiko is not the only one with problems. Pyoko's got plenty to worry about too. Besides trying to topple the hardworking bunch of gamers, the pixie from Planet Analog must also mediate the daily squabbles over her own evil crew. This book is called Digi Tarat. There you go. All right. Why does this not have a... That kind of looks like... do I have to worry about anything? No. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Gals. And this is book 9. There you go. Oh, by the way, I could do that for any of them. If you guys want the summary read, we can do that. That feels wrong. There we go. And that's book 9, and then we've got Gals, book 8. There we go. So we got a couple of them. Let's see. It's the start of the last year of high school for Ran and her gal pals. that's nice. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Next up, we have something called Basara, and this is Yumi Tamura. There you go. And that is book 11.
Hmm.
There you go. So these are, you said these are trade paperbacks. So different chapters are okay. Rachel would totally be into these books. I bet she is very into the anime stuff. Are any of you guys? I mean, am I wasting my time? That's the big thing I need to know. If I'm putting these in an auction, are we just going to be staring at them?
Oh no, they definitely have the audience. They definitely have an audience.
Yeah.
I just don't know if your audience is.
Yeah, I know.
part of
That's
that
what I'm
audience.
asking right now. I've got 13 people watching. If you guys are interested in manga and anime or any of these books, by all means, please let me know. I need to know if I'm going to end up wasting my time with them on the auction. Here we go. We have book 10 of Basara. All right.
You should definitely keep the like the Naruto's and the Shonen Jump samplers in the ones that kind of have the big name recognition. I don't know about some of the more obscure ones.
And hey, cartoon, what's up? Basara, 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 Basara. Oh, I love the theme. Oh, so you guys know this? Because yeah, I kind of need the feedback here. This is Cold Sep, book 2 by. Let me see if I can get this right. Shinya Kaneko. Shinya Kaneko, and this is Cold Sep. Alrighty. What is this? That actually say Najarin is an apprentice scepter with an appetite for adventure, a passion to eat. She must protect the world from the black scepters who will stop at nothing to get their hands on the ancient relics. However, Najarin is confronted with her toughest mission yet. Fasting. Not okay.
You see one NSFW manga, and now that's what you can pick up.
I need better glasses.
Paging Dr. Freud.
Okay,
You flipped down the amphitheater.
This is called Case Closed. This is book 12. Basara Volume 11 is $38, so I really do need to go through these. There we go. All right.
Yeah, take your time, go through these, and let that be the first auction of 2024 if need be.
Yeah, that might be the way. I'm showing you new books. Obviously, we're doing an
Yeah.
unboxing and such for the auction, but
Yeah, but because you don't know the prices of the mangas, you don't want to do another first appearance of Yella and the Belova.
Well,
Yeah.
also, it might be a good idea to wait until New Year's, just because, starting out a new year with a new thing in the auction might work better.
That's Detective Conan has more than 120. That's Detective Conan has more than 120. I never heard of any of these manga. They must be very old or very obscure. Elijah, actually, I need your help, dude. Come on in, man. I'm gonna leave the link for you.
Forever, Elijah. How the frick are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, man, come on in.
Who's Elijah?
Elijah the Araman. So, okay, here's a story. I used to, when my channel was on the rise, I used to allow people to put their videos on my channel as advertisement for their own. And I liked Elijah's video. He made a video comparing X-Men to My Hero Academia. And for about 6 months, Elijah the Araman had the most popular video on my channel. So, but yeah, he knows about manga and such like that. So by all means, you are welcome to come on, Elijah, and talk about these. But apparently, if he doesn't know them, these are some obscure manga. Like I said, my daughters, when they were going through these, I told them, Elizabeth picks out what she wants. Ashley picks out what she wants, and everything else goes to the auction because the money's going to go to us moving. We're moving in February. And this is they were actually saying, I don't remember buying that. Do you remember even reading it? I don't know what that is. So even they were, am I out of focus? There you go, guy. Come on.
No, you're fine.
There we are. This is called Saint Tail. Oh, I need to look in here just to make sure it's not that. I mean, it's Tail, but okay. I'm not seeing anything. All right, Saint Tail, and this is book 2 of that. So there we go. All right. No, Detective Conan is one of the longest series in Japan. Oh, like Hajime or Ippo or One Piece. All right. One Piece, of course, because the TV show I know of. All right. Actually, we're getting down to the last, I don't know, 10 or 20 here. I showed one of these off before, and this is Animal Academy by Kokobun Hakusho. Hakabun. There you go. That because that makes a difference. Let's see. Moyami Fujino. This is book 3 of Animal Academy. There you go. Yep. What is this? From Borders. Can I get that?
Hakuna Matata?
Say again?
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, that's the name. Hakuna Matata. And here is book 2 of Animal Academy. All right.
Animal Academy sounds familiar. I think it might have had a recent anime adaptation. Is that where I've heard it from?
I think I've heard of this. This is Black Rose Alice.
Yeah, that's vaguely familiar to me.
This is heard of it. Yeah, go figure. I mean, I've heard of Black Rose and I've heard of Alice, but I don't know. Every time I hear the name Elijah, I think of Frodo Baggins. No, he's actually a good dude. And I guess he can't come on. It's okay. But yeah, he had and then I remember I went on his 1000. The
disaster stream.
But my friend Jay was on there too, and me and Jay, we like to get into insult fights. And Elijah had no freaking clue what was going on, so he actually.
And Mr. E 2099 was there too, and kept stirring the pot as well. Yeah. Oh God, the disaster stream was so freaking hilarious.
Sorry about that, Elijah, but yeah, he and I would go after each other big time, and it's all in fun and games too. He's
poor Elijah ended up having to scrub the stream from his channel.
Yeah, he's very good with insults and such, Jay Fairclough, and there's not a lot of people who could stand toe to toe and actually insult with me. And he said the same thing about me. There's not a lot of people who can give as well as receive on the insults.
Yeah, between you, Jay, and Mr. E 2099, that
off the rails.
That stream was gunpowder waiting to go off. Frankly, and it did several times.
Cartoons and Comics saying Saint is from same magazine of Sakura Card Captors and Sailor Moon. My daughters took the Sailor Moon. I know Sailor Moon, and they had a pile. I'm like, yes, and my daughter's like, we're keeping that.
Like it's so much of a yes that you can't have it. Neither.
Yeah. So that's it. Not able to come on. Unfortunately, it's been too long. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. The door's always open, Elijah. And when I do get around to having these on, feel free to jump in the auction. Just it's basically a hangout where we sell comics. I got shadow banned, got mass flagged by I believe some of the war campaign and such a couple of years ago, and so now I do auctions in order to pay the bills here. So Black Rose Alice.
It's good seeing you again, Elijah. Seriously.
Yeah. This one is in kind of rough shape. This will probably, no matter what it is, will probably be about $1. It's called FLCL, the art by Hajime Uede, and story by Ganix. There you go. But it's bent right here. You can actually feel it. You can actually see the dip. Yeah. So no matter what, this is no more than $1. This works for anime, but if I saw it in comics, I would say, oh, that's horrible art. There we go. All righty. What do we got? I love comics. Have you ever come across a series called La Blue Girl? I believe it's manga anime, but from what I recall, more adult. I have not. If I do, I'll ask the daughters about it. They're 30 now, so 30, not dirty. So I have really no say about it now. But when they were buying this, one time we did come across it, when the kids were in their early teens. They were buying stuff, and I was like, "What the?" I just picked up a book, and it just so happened to be one of those books. We let them. We go to the shop. We don't know what they're buying and such, and okay, I had no idea that kind of stuff was on the shelf at B. Dalton's or whatever it was, Walden Books. And it was a case where I picked it up and said, Gail, you know what we're talking about here? Now we got to go through everything. Ashley got into trouble like that a couple of times. Ashley is a video game, what do you call it? Prodigy. Like, she could play video games like nobody's business from a very young age. And she used to play a shooter game. No, it wasn't shooter. It was DOA. It was a fighter game. And she would kick anyone's ass. And she would be talking to people. Blah, 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 blah. And one time, we had it on. I said, you know what? I want to know what people are saying to you. She was like 12, 13. I said, no, I don't like the idea you're talking to people. I a lot of people online are adults. So I put it on where you can hear it through the headphones and the TV. And this guy's like, well, blah, blah. So where do you live? And so I said, hold on there, Ash. Hey, do you know this girl's 13? Gotta go. Click.
Yeah.
So Ashley would get herself in a little bit of trouble. Okay, I've heard of this because my daughters also have the DVD somewhere. And it's called Fruits Baskets. And it's number 7. All right. And I know we've got the complete Fruits Baskets DVD box set, but I'll see if that's going to make an auction as well. All right. And then we have Fruits Baskets book number 15. All right. And then we have 14. This one's seen better days compared to the others. There you go. And then we have Demon Diary by Kara, story by Lee Van He. And this is book 3. And by the way, thank you very much, Undead Quinn. La Blue Girl is more porn. Ooh, yeah, no, I wouldn't. All right.
Yeah, Japan's standards for sexuality are really weird and arbitrary. They're okay with a lot of things we would never be, and they're not okay with things that you'd think would be just a duh. But
and then we have Demon Diary book 4. Actually, I don't want to put them over there. All righty.
Someone booped.
Hey, Cartoons and Comics, what's up?
Hello.
How do you do?
Really good. And manga is one thing I really like, and I needed to help with translation. I worked in a fan site. I did fan sub for a while from anime.
Yeah.
Fruit Basket is a classic.
Yeah, that's what I have come to understand. Like I said, I know it's been around for quite a while. I don't know if it's still around. Like I said, these are at least 10 years old, these books.
Oh, yeah.
But hey,
Fruit Basket
classic manga, right? MK Deadly Alliance had a secret extra jiggle code. Okay. Where are you from? Comics and Cartoons and Comics. Cartoons.
Brazil.
Okay, there you go. When I was a teenager, I'd buy rated R exotic movies at Saturday Matinee. If you've ever heard of it, they had XXX and anime section, but I know of Saturday Matinee. That was everywhere. All righty. I'm just getting these a little bit more cleaned up here because they're falling over. All righty. Apparently, I do have to look some up. So some of these are going to be in the auction tomorrow. The ones I can look up and everything, because I do have to put together an auction and everything. It's going to be a lot of Marvel, Bronze Age, Silver Age stuff. It's going to be some of these manga books. I definitely have to go through them a little bit more. I
Start
might
with the ones with name recognition because they're your best bet for making
Yep.
money.
Well, maybe we'll see. But also, I will go through. Like I might put the games up just to give you guys first shot at it, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So it's gonna be fun and interesting to say the least. Okie dokies. There we go. Okay, let's get the. We only have a handful here left. This one is called. This is Complete Manga Collection. So everything is in here. It's by Sakurako Kamino. Oh wait, we saw that name before. With Takemimamimu Chi. I wish I was Takuminamuchi. Hakuna Matata. Yeah, right there. You see that?
Strawberry Panic. It's a heroine manga, if I am recalling. It's a girls' school and one boy enter, if I am remember correctly.
Okay, but this is the complete manga. All right, next up we've got Her Majesty's Dock by Mick Takeuchi. Oh, wait, no, Dog, by the way. Her Majesty's Dog, not Doc. It's not a medical drama.
I was gonna say I heard duck for a second there, and it was like, okay, what?
Oh, that's more what can I call? It's a girl comic and it's kind of fetchy stuff, and it's like the bad boy getting, she's a princess. I know this type of stuff. I know guys who translate itch and hentai. They're weirdos. Well, but I am a weirdo.
That's not hentai. I didn't see anything like that.
No, it's an itch. That's an itchy.
Oh, okay.
It's for girls. There's a name if I'm not recalling. It's
okay. This is
Uchi.
This is Horimiya.
It's not that bad.
There you go.
Horimiya. I don't know that one. I know.
And this is book 3.
Haruhimiya.
Next up, well, I know this one. This is Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's the novelization of the movie.
Yes, this is book 3. And then
that one should be very, very easy to sell.
Yeah.
Anything related to Miyazaki is just like print money.
And this one is called The Devil Does Exist. It's Mitsuba Takanashi.
This is more of a seinen, if I'm correct.
Yep, book 4. Alrighty. All right. And next up, we have A Devil and Her Love Song. I'm not seeing any mature thing labels on this. Okay, not seeing anything questionable. Yeah, and A Devil and Her Love Song, Volume 1.
Oh, that's from the Nani studio, if I'm correct. Nani is a very big thing in Japan.
And then we have, finally, the very last one here is Gentleman's Alliance Cross by Arina Tanamura. And this is book 1.
Why have I heard of that? It sounds so good. Gentleman's Alliance. Where is that familiar to?
And there you go, guys. Once again,
I remember that. I think for the same magazine as Full Metal Alchemist. I was releasing at the same time.
Okay, Yuri equals girls love. Should I be worried?
No, it's just the girl version of shonen is technically for everyone, but it's largely popular with boys. Shonen is the equivalent of like Western comics.
Well, my daughters were the ones who were buying these.
Can I explain the genre thing, which is Manga, it's not a genre. Manga, it's from magazine, and there is
Yeah.
a bunch of manga sales. There is shonen, which for teenage boys, choji, which is for little boys, little boy kids, before you enter teenage, which is 5 to 12. Shonen is 12 to 17. Then there is seinen, which is 17 onwards, with mature. And there is for the girls. There is shoujo, which is for teenage girls, and there is the romance between girls and boys and boys, which is Yuri and what's the boys? I don't remember the boys one, but there is a bunch of genres different. When you're translating, you need to learn about that because you need to enter in a mindset to translate what they are talking about.
Yeah, basically Yuri is the girl on girl stuff.
Oh, okay.
The
Yes,
romance books, basically.
Yeah.
yeah, there is not sex in it.
This is the art of Alex Ross. It's called Marvelocity, and this is going to be one of the giveaways. It's obviously a
The
coffee table
giveaway
book.
game.
Say again. It's going to be one of the giveaways for tomorrow's auction, along with we've got Larflea's Christmas, and we
Oh god,
have
that's funny.
it was requested in Archie's book, and this is from 1964. It has no back cover, but hey, free comic.
I'm sure Amy will enjoy that.
There you go. Well, someone will. Whoever wins it, because I've been doing these giveaways at the end of every auction, and those are going to be ones. I did manage to get a couple of the big dogs. This is Herbie, the Fat Ninja, or the Fat Fury, excuse me, and this is going to start at about 15.
And it says the fat ninja on the book, so YouTube do not demonetize the fat bald YouTuber.
There you go. And we have Batlash, the first appearance of Batlash. So those are also going to be in the auction. A couple of them is giveaways. It's going to be entertaining because it always is. Little conversation. Hopefully you guys can join because the other guys can't. And it's always nice to have somebody to help out with the conversation and keep everything going so there's not silences while I'm writing down bids and everything. But yes, it is a new thing. RDV and I will be battling over Herbie. No, you won't.
Bankman's busy on Fridays.
Bankman's going to be doing a reading, so I don't know who you're going to be battling with. It ain't going to be Bankman. I sent a message. I sent a message to them to Bankman, talking about how this just has to be. First of all, I did it in the DM that everybody shares. If you are a usual bidder, you want to join it, just let me know. It's on Twitter. It's called Sports Ball and Comics. And basically, if you're one of the bidders, you're in there. That way we can leave in the links and all that kind of stuff for you to jump on. But I left a message saying, hey, we got a little trouble here. I've got to change to Friday. So they had a conversation and said, yeah, we're going to keep our readings on Fridays because they built an audience. I get it. No hard feelings. I think they do a pretty good job over there. They made it their own. But unfortunately, they will not be a part of the auction. Maranya, Eric, RDV, Pixel, and trusty sidekicks over there as well, and as a couple of others. So it's gonna kind of uproot everything, but unfortunately, it has to be done. I would prefer to stick with the same thing everybody knows, 8 p.m. Eastern Saturday, but unfortunately, that's not going to be a thing. NRDV, congrats on winning that Herbie One Slick.
I think if you're going to start this week, doing the Fridays thing this week, you should put it up on Twitter a lot.
What?
Put it up on Twitter, put it up, like advertise it, because
a lot. Yeah. I'm going to be posting community things and the whole 9 yards. talking about it because I really do want the word out there. Please share. If you guys don't mind, please share out that the auction is going to be, there's a community post. Plus I've made a Twitter post already. So please share that, get word out that the auction is starting on Fridays now. It's nothing personal. It is just what has to happen. And
one slick said excellent, and all I can picture is Mr. Burns going X.
Excellent. Yep. But there you go. It is what it is. There's no hard feelings. There's no lost love. I was about to say no love lost, but no, yeah.
Life got into the way.
It did. It really did. Kind of harsh, Miranya's been solid with this channel forever and a day, but they've found their own niche. They found their own thing, and this happens before. It happens all the time. So it is what it is. They're not cutting, as far as I know, they're not cutting ties. Although that message RDV sent was like, yeah, it was a little. It was very cold. It was very
the Office Space message.
Yeah, it was very businesslike, but yeah.
I made the joke earlier. Nobody touch Venkman's stapler, or else we'll really be screwed.
Yeah, it was very straight up. I was like, "There's, okay, good job, man, good job." But because I support them. I hope they do very well over there, and me and Venkman have talked. I mentioned stuff. He's taken advice and such. I've taken advice. His thumbnail game has been on point. That was a discussion we had because they would, I told him your images are very obscure. I would love for, by the way, over at Tristan, if you guys are listening in at all, tell Robert Willing his noob versus pro, the thumbnails are muddled. You can't see what are we supposed to focus on. He's got comics in the background and a comic off to the edge. Make it a little bit more clear. I think what he's got is interesting. But anyway, but there you go. Now it's going to be on Fridays now. Once again, 8 p.m. Eastern. It just has to be because otherwise, what it is we only have one car now, and my daughter goes to work in the morning on Saturday. She comes. My wife goes to work at around 2-ish, 3-ish. And then I have to pick my daughter up at 4. So we're good there. But if I'm in an auction, my wife gets off at 11. I either have to cut it down or by about an hour and a half, or we got to change the day. So we're going to try it on Friday. All right. Anything else? No? Okay.
No, I think we're good.
All righty. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you found something. I usually ask this before we go. Did you guys see anything of interest? Because I don't.
I watched that little Batman Christmas with my nephew and niece. They really like it, and I really like it because that reminded me when I watched it with my uncle, the Batman animated series special of Christmas.
Oh, well, I was talking about as far as what I was showing tonight. Yeah, we could turn off and do a review of Batman. What is that? It was called Batman A Very Merry Christmas, but I'm keeping it to the auction stuff right now. Most manga is out of my wheelhouse as one slick. That's what I'm afraid of. We'll see.
I definitely saw a bunch of stuff I was familiar with, or that I was almost adjacent to being familiar with. And it definitely has its audience. I just hope that somebody in your audience is willing to give it a go.
So I'm thinking maybe if I just do a couple of lots or at first.
The good news is whatever you don't sell in the auction, you could have a very easy time selling on eBay. So either way, you should be good.
All righty, kids. Thanks for hanging out with us. Once again, I hope you did find something of interest, as it's some of it's going to be in the auction tomorrow. Don't forget to do all the clickings, the likings, the sharings, and all that kind of stuff. Get word out about the channel and the fact that the auction is changing days. If you don't mind helping out the channel in other ways, we got a Ko-Fi link in the description below. Just drop $1 in the tip jar or commission a video. That'd be cool too. All righty. And I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Cheers, guys.
Later, folks.